A lease purchase can be a great thing, but sometimes it can be a bad thing. Want to know how mine's going? Stick around and let's talk about it. Hey guys, I am Trainer Allen, your OTR driving instructor. And if you've been following along at all, you know that I just a few weeks ago got back into another lease purchase. I've completed lease purchases. I've been an owner operator. Anyways, so if you've been paying attention at all, you know that I've had a few problems over the first few weeks of this. Matter of fact, I got to a point where I wasn't sure that I was even going to stay in it. Now, let me just say this about a good lease purchase program. Um, First of all, a good lease purchase program is going to have a walk-away clause. If it does not have a walk-away clause, and at the end you're going to owe $5, $10, $50, $100,000, don't do it. If you're going to get into that kind of contract, your best bet is to just go ahead and go buy a truck, and then lease it on with the company, or go get your own authority, whatever you want to do. But yeah, if you're going to do a lease purchase, the best kind to do is kind that you can just walk away from. This truck that I'm leasing, it had several different issues, and I was having some serious issues with the dispatcher that they gave me. One of the biggest things out here on the road is you need someone that you can communicate with and that is able to communicate back. And I did not have that with my dispatcher. And so, yeah, I was very close to deciding to just go ahead and throw in the towel on this and go elsewhere. But that said, they did take care of all the issues with the truck at their expense, not out of my pocket at all. And they did work with me to get me with a dispatcher that I could work better with. Now, I'm not going to say that the dispatcher that I had was a bad dispatcher. For some people, his dispatch style might work. And when I say some people, I'm thinking mostly company drivers, because when you're making a truck payment and you're paying for fuel and you're paying for maintenance, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, you call the final shots. Okay. And if a dispatcher acts towards you like they're the boss, that's not a good relationship. Okay. Now, a lot of times dispatchers are great for giving advice on certain things, because, hey, let's face it, they know their freight board better than we do. But he would probably make a very good dispatcher for company side. But he should not be dispatching owner ops or lease ops. My new dispatcher seems to have a good head on her shoulders. She seems to be able to communicate well. So I'm excited to see how this relationship goes. But I've got a good feeling about it. All that said, I want to make something very clear in case you didn't know. There are a few things that a trucking company needs to make money. Okay. They need good salespeople. Okay. People that are out, getting new accounts for the company. That's important. That's a moneymaker right there. Then, of course, they need the owner, or group of owners, whoever's providing that upfront cash to get it going and keep it going. That's an important part. The third part of a trucking company that you absolutely have to make money is a truck driver. Okay. Every other part of a trucking company, aside from those three things, play a supporting role to those three things. Because let's face it, if you're not making money, you're costing money. Okay. If you're a dispatcher, if you're a load planner, if you're a secretary, I don't care what else you are inside a trucking company, you play a supporting role to the three things that make the money for the company. If that's not the way you see it, you're probably in the wrong occupation. Because, ultimately, again, it comes down to making money. If you're not making the company money, you're spending their money. And ultimately, if you're going to be spending their money, you better be doing your job really, really good, or you're expendable, plain and simple. We talk about high driver turnover rates, and turnover rates for drivers are high. And part of the reason for that is that companies have forgotten what their money makers are. And that's really a sad thing. It really is, because the truck drivers, we're the ones out here, hitting the pavement. We're the ones making our deliveries on time. We're the ones making sure the freight stays safe. We're the ones who are dealing with the customers front line. So yeah, if you're not the owner of the company, you're not bringing in business for the company, or you're not actually moving the freight, you are in a supportive role. Now, that's not to put you down in any way, because those supportive roles are what help a company to grow. Okay. Nonetheless, ultimately, as other companies are finding out, you can do an electronic driver board, and that can be your dispatch. In other words, you got your salespeople. You don't even need load planners. Okay, you got your salespeople. They put the information directly into the system, and then the drivers go down the load board. Okay, that's that simple. Okay, so the other side of a trucking company that makes money is the brokerage side. Most large companies have their own brokerage. That way, if they sell loads that they are unable to get to for whatever reason, trucks break down, whatever, they're able to broker those loads out. Okay, so that's another money-making part of the business. But yeah, ultimately, the very base money-making parts of any business are the owner, because they're financing it, the salespeople, and the drivers. Don't forget that. Okay, drivers, you don't forget that. Do not let a dispatcher run you into the ground. They are there to support you in your job. Remember that. All right. Anyways, I'm fixed up. My truck's good to go. I've got a new dispatcher. I'm happy as a lark. And so we continue the journey. That's it for this week, guys. Between now and next time, you keep that sunny side up, keep that dirty side down, and we will catch you on the flip side.